this week's edition of Ask an SEO. My name is Leah Rise from Webhead Interactive. Recently we have received several questions regarding Bing's new social update. The new update integrates social platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and yes, even Google+. Today I'd like to walk everyone through a quick screencast to go over all the new features. Let's get started. Alright, here we are on Bing's home screen. Let's start out with a search for China. I chose this because several of my friends have recently been, so let's see what it comes up with. If you look over here, my friend Hunter apparently has added photos. My friend Burke has also added photos. My friend Lisa currently lives in Shanghai. So this all makes sense as to why they're there and they're coming up. That is all for Facebook. But if you come down here, interestingly, we have Mitchell Massillon, who his Google Plus profile is actually showing up. He's a China enthusiast, which is apparently what granted him results in this search. Just to compare, let's jump over to Google. As we know, they launched Search Plus Your World in January. Let's see here, China. Now, a couple of things to note here. While I have had a Google Plus account for about a year now, I certainly don't have the capacity of friends in my circle as I do for Facebook and Twitter and etc. So there's actually no search results here for anything that any of my friends have done, which is interesting. Let's try something where we can actually play around with it. Let's search for my company, Webhead Interactive. The organic results are pretty much the same. This is now set in a 3-tier layout at this point. So we have the organic results. Sometimes this is just related searches. Other times it's photos. If we jump over here, we have my Facebook friends who either like Webhead or work for Webhead or have posted photos relevant to Webhead. What's also interesting is if we look down here, we see my friend Anna, who is our social media manager here at Webhead. So she's recently been using this feature, so she's actually showing up as recent activity about this search. But let's try some things out and see how it actually works. Okay, let's try a search for Google, just because that tends to deliver a lot of results. Alright, and let's come over here. Let's ask my friend Laura. I want to ask her about Google, so I'm going to hit her button right there. I actually want her to see specifically what I'm talking about. So, right here it tells you that you can add a link, and all you have to do is match accordingly over here. So I'm going to just add that first link so she knows what I'm talking about, and you'll see it's going to be right here when she receives this. Hey Laura, what do you think about Google? And then I'm going to send it to her. Just hit post. This screen does show up. It's going to ask you for permission. Obviously, I'll hit allow. And that's going to send to her in actually like an instant message. But on your own page, when you go to it, it's going to show up. Let me refresh this screen. It's going to show up as a post that I did. So it's actually going to show up in my news feed. It's going to show everyone that I asked Laura what she thinks about Google. It's obviously, going to have a little plug in here that I did it through the new Bing Social. And that's kind of how that works. However, let's say that, I don't think anyone over here actually is going to help me out. I don't think any of them have the question. So I can come up here and I can ask my friends in general, what does everyone think of Google? ? And then when I post it, it's actually going to go to my news feed so that everyone can see. But also, let's just take a look at the rest of these features. These are obviously my friends here in the Facebook results. And then down here, people who know, people that are relevant. We have Danny Sullivan. Let's see, where did he go? We have Danny Sullivan's Twitter. We have Matt Cutt's Twitter. We have a couple more. we're going to say we're on first name basis over here with Vic and Bradley. Both of their Google Plus accounts are over here. Lots of neat things. The one thing that does kind of throw me off, and I don't fully understand why it's there, is down here below, no matter what I search for, it's going to show what I asked Laura. It's going to show Anna's search results and her use of this. So this actually appears to be what is the most relevant and not necessarily, or what is the most popular, I'm sorry, and not actually what is the most relevant. So that's it for today. If anyone has any questions, definitely stay tuned for Ask an SEO or comment on this link. Ask us for anything specific. Go to Facebook, and we'll be glad to answer them if we can. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next week.